assuming good intentions is quite a positive way to live our lives, you know, just assuming that everybody is really coming at things with love and for the right reasons. And, you know, if you come at things from that way, it means that when people don't get things quite right or they make mistakes, you can give them the benefit of the doubt and, you know, think, well, they're kind of coming at it at the right place. They just might have, you know, done it a bit wrong, or, you know, tripped up a bit, or, you know, veered off or something, or thinking about what that person might have going on for them in their life. So, you know, they might be a bit stressed or triggered about something, and then they say the wrong thing or seem a bit stressed, and it might have actually nothing to do with you, but you never really know. But at least if you kind of assume those good intentions, you're coming at it from that point of view, rather than assuming that that person is out to get you, or you know, there's something that you've done wrong. But I think we also have to look at our own personal boundaries, because that's really an important part of self-care. You know, yeah, meditation, mindfulness, doing good things for ourselves is all self-care, but also knowing where our limits are. And that's kind of really important, and it's a really important part of meditation and mindfulness, because that kind of allows you to go inside and to look at things from a calm and peaceful way, and hopefully out of your triggered state. So if someone's done something to you and you're thinking, oh, that's horrible, I don't feel good, I feel really triggered, then, you know, doing some meditation practice and inner work can connect you back into that, you know, get you out of fight and flight, kind of calm your nervous system down, hopefully get you into a more connected and flowing kind of state. And then you can ask your kind of higher self, your kind of inner divine, that all-knowing person that, you know, when we're not all feeling really, really triggered and fight and flight and freezy, you know, how much of this are we going to kind of take before we say something? What's our boundary? Where do we draw a line? Because we don't really want to be, you know, making allowances for other people at our own cost. You know, we have to look after ourselves first. We have to fill ourselves up with goodness and love, and then once our cup is kind of overflowing, then we can give to others. So it's really important that we take care of ourselves first, and we really, you know, nourish ourselves with being in nature, or I don't know, going for nice walks, or just doing lots of good healthy things, eating good food, healthy food, and sleeping well, and, you know, just having a good sort of practice. But yeah, we've got to have some boundaries, and we've got to do that from a fair place that's fair to us and fair to other people. And I think we can really only do that when we're not feeling too triggered and not, or too negative or full of self-doubt. And you know, that's kind of a good you know, good way to get there is through meditation and mindfulness. And as I was kind of exploring this, I was reminded of the story of the golden Buddha. And there is this giant statue in Bangkok of a golden Buddha. And I guess in about the 1950s, it wasn't actually a golden Buddha. It was a giant Buddha, and it was covered in kind of white plaster, and, you know, it had some nice stones put on it, so it looked quite nice. But it had been moved around, I think, and you know, suffered from a lot of weather damage. And some of the monks at the monastery where it was were looking at it one day, and they saw this kind of glimmer, this shiny glimmer through one of the cracks, and they looked a bit closer, and they realised that actually it was gold underneath. So they pulled all this protective covering off, and they realised that the covering it was this kind of plaster type stuff. And back in the kind of 1500s, I think, 14 or 1500s, when Thailand was being invaded by the Burmese army, they put this protective covering on it to stop it being stolen. They thought it might be under threat or attack or whatever from the you know, warring soldiers. And so now obviously they've taken off the protective covering, and it's this beautiful golden Buddha. And one of the kind of analogies you can take from that is that we all have a golden Buddha inside of us. And apart from your traumatic birth or something we might have suffered before while we were in the womb, we pretty much come out, we're pretty much unscathed at that point. We haven't had social conditioning, we haven't had other people's stuff kind of put onto us that might give us a few hang-ups, and we haven't got those protection mechanisms that we put in place, those defensive things, or those things that trigger us, and we're just this kind of perfect golden chubby little baby golden Buddha, I suppose. And I think that when we're connecting into ourselves and we're doing our meditations and our mindfulness, if we can think about that in terms of our, it's connecting to our golden Buddha inside, and before we have put all these extra things on top of us when we're second guessing others, or thinking, are they doing this because of that or whatever, we're connecting to the source, and or our golden Buddha, or our inner divine, or our higher self, or whatever. And I think that that's just a really nice way of looking at all those kind of things we put on ourselves that stop us really connecting into ourselves and really knowing who we are and our purpose and our calling and all that kind of thing. It can take us a while to find some of this stuff, but yeah, meditation and mindfulness and all that lovely good stuff is a good way to get there. Anyway, enjoy the story of the golden Buddha and connecting into yours.